Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to my playthrough of Triage. Now we are back with another free game on Steam. If you want to download this yourself, just check out the link down below where you can download this for free. Now this game looks quite interesting. This game was a student project. I believe it was developed by a team of 13 students over a period of 2 semesters at a place called Champlain College. So it's an interesting student project. It looks pretty good. It's basically like it's like a immersive medical sim where your choices matter, and the game is described as step into the role of a doctor in the town of Stagmarch, where an otherworldly illness is mutating residents. Get to know your patients, diagnose their illnesses, and treat them. However, you have limited medicine, and every day your patients get worse. How far will you go to save others? So you basically kind of like harvest herbs and you craft medicine. You follow a clipboard to go over your notes, and you have to decide who to treat, because you're not going to be able to treat everybody with limited resources, limited medicine. So you're supposed to make some kind of like hard choices in your role as the doctor. And I think there's supposed to be a few different endings in this game too, so it can go a number of different ways. And yeah, it looks pretty good, so let's check it out. Now, what is it I was doing? What was I doing? Well, I think I'm just waking up. Doctor King. Am I? Well, I think that's who I am, so let's just say yes. Me, Dr. King. She doesn't look convinced. Good morning. Right, of course. I was just about to take my nightly stroll. No better way to end a day. Right, best get on with it then. Dr. King, wait. Might you check in on your patients before you go? I'm afraid things have developed overnight. That blacksmith, Seymour Toll, he's been with us for nearly a week. Ah yes, of course. I was just on my way to visit with Mr. Toll. I figured as much. If you need, I could... No need. I can handle it. That'll be all. Thank you. Zulan? Right, well... Time to make the rounds. Visit Seymour in his room. This is our objective. Wherever Seymour may be. And see, this is like our clipboard. Let's take a look. Click a tab to view patient data. I'm English, so we said data over here. This old mind isn't what it once was. Steady now, Ambrose, steady. I can't leave till I've talked to all the patients. Seymour's room. Ah, what's happening? My head, the hissing, is getting louder. I can't do this. I can't go in there. It seems like we're inflicted with some kind of mental anguish. I won't. You will not take my mind. Yeah, our main player character is obviously afflicted with some kind of demons, some kind of mental anguish. Dr. King? That's the name of the nurse. I was wondering what that meant. What? What is it, Zulan? I'm guessing that's how you say it, I don't know. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing. Is everything alright, Doctor? Just a headache. So you visited with Mr. Toll? Well, no, not yet. I don't see any point in lying to the nurse. Yeah, so it gives you a few different choices. I don't know how much that impacts the gameplay, but I suppose you might know with another playthrough. Well, I just checked in with Seymour before supper. He still hasn't gotten any sleep. I find it best to, on the side of caution, we should give him something to help him sleep. Very well. Continue treating him with mint, and ginger might help the fatigue from exhaustion. So she suggests mint and ginger. I very well know where herbs are kept. Well, I don't. Thank you. That'll be all. I don't know where the herbs are. Well, I'd like to know where the herbs are. Can't we find out? Maybe she'll tell me. Mint and ginger. I'll check the courtyard for fresh herbs. Should I go to the courtyard? Or should I speak to Seymour first? If we need let's speak to Seymour, because we might be able to come back in. Oh no, we can't interact with the door. Fair enough. And what's in here? I do like the level design on this game. I don't need to go in there yet. What's in here? Looks like some herbs. It's good to check if anything's interactable. I'll speak to this. Oh, it's a statue. A statue of myself. Never looked quite right. Harvest mint and ginger from the courtyard. It's not much, but it's all we've got. This fresh air will do me some good. Okay, mint harvested, ginger harvested. I shall bring what I've collected. Yeah, that's where we need to go. Can we make some potions? Just basic medicine. This is where herbs become medicine, not by magic, but by something far more impressive. Science. I don't know, I'd be pretty impressed with magic myself. Science is amazing. And to think this is only the beginning. In just 10 years' time, this practice might look completely different. Whether or not I'll be around to see it remains to be seen. Ah, yeah. We'll see if our doctor survives. It's obviously a grim, depressing setting, this game. Because everybody's dying. And it seems it seems like it's set in the past, this, so we're kind of on the cusp of groundbreaking medicine, I suppose. Can we check anything else in here? To read the doctor's almanac. How to use. Patients visit the clinic with multiple symptoms. Each ingredient harvested has its own symptom that eases. Combine 2 ingredients to treat the patient's symptoms. Read through to find ingredient properties. Thymus vulgaris. Common name, thyme. The memories I hold of being sick as a dog though hazy, all taste like spiced earth brewed thyme was a staple in mother's method of care, serving us many a cough-ridden night during the unforgiven winters of my youth. It did wonders for us, though Miss Cole has not been half as fortunate. No matter the cups of thyme tea, nothing soothes her viral infection. The harvest is always weakest this time of year. Addendum, a simple infusion of thyme, steeped longer than usual, helped bring Miss Cole some relief. It even managed to alleviate her jaw pains. As much as I embrace every opportunity to tend to Stag March, it's nights like this, where little girls got to return to their own beds, that I appreciate the most. Feverfew. Mr. Savannah stopped by in a desperate search of relief from his headaches and arthritis, never one to compromise the perception of his manliness. That miner sequestered himself in the darkness for days before coming in. I brewed him a mild tea of feverfew leaves without the honey, lest he be mistaken for a woman. By light of morning his pain had eased by over half, and the fever he swore he didn't have had broken. While I cannot say it cured Mr. Serrano outright, enough respite was gained to allow him to resume tending to his manhood, the rubble. Mentha, common name Mint. That tailorness hadn't slept in weeks. Her grief left her all but skin and bone, which rattled from all the anxiety. I knew she would never present herself at my door, so I paid a visit to her shop under a guise of needing her services. Her throat was raw from a steady routine of sobs and prayers. Still, we made awkward conversation over tea from fresh leaves. I insisted she steeped for us. She was none the wiser of mint's medicinal properties, and though a proper dose would have done more for her insomnia, soon after, the rasp from her sore throat was gone, and her trembling hands steadied. Though my oath compels me to do no harm, it also compels me to act. Unorthodox as it was, I believe I have upheld it. Ginger. Zinniber officanal. I don't know. Offincale. Another visit from Mr. Serrano. One might think it was my birthday. Alas, it was just to complain about pains in his chest and his stomach. After his last visit, it seems he has taken to chewing on feverfew leaves every night in an effort to combat the pain in his joints. In return, the imbecile's gone and given himself dysentery. Completely exhausted by his fatigue, he was eager for a dose of ginger and directions to the toilets. Mr. Serrano's 3-night stay with us, it took that long to be able to distill 3 doses. Nearly gave me dysentery. 2. But the ginger did its job, though most unfortunately it left all his charms intact. Yarrow. A slip of the blacksmith's hammer left her with deep wounds across both forearms, surrounding skin full of blisters and so inflamed that she appeared sun-dried. I prepared a poultice of yarrow paste counting on its ability to multitask with daily dressings and close observation. It staunched the bleeding, reduced swelling, and cleared up the rash. When all was said and done, she even thanked me for easing the ache in her muscles and the fire in her veins. Regrettably, my singular focus on the blacksmith meant I could not tend to Mrs. Young's worsening state. By the time I was able to treat her, she had succumbed to her illness. Nurse says she passed on with her wife's hands devoutly in hers. So we lost a patient from tending to another. Okay, so that's the everything there. And then it gives a hint on what to use for certain illnesses. So like thyme for coughs, feverfew for headaches and arthritis, mint for insomnia, not being able to sleep, ginger for pains in the chest, stomach, and yarrow for wounds and rashes. So yeah, useful to come back and check up on that in case we need to refer. Hang on, what's that? What's that? Too many papers. I've never any time to sort through them. Well, we're busy, aren't we? Let's do some crafting. Mint and ginger. Click to fill tincture. Add medicine. You only get one tincture per day, so we can only treat one person per day. There we go. Ethanol, arsenic, salts of mercury. These active ingredients are nearly impossible to come by. The mixture takes the entire night to distill. These days, I only seem to have enough to fill one per day. One tincture, one treatment, one patient. It's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, so we can only treat one per day. So there'll be some tough choices. It'll never be enough. That's the bitter truth of it all. And with winter just on the horizon, well, it only makes it seem all the more cruel. There isn't any time to waste, lest we deem it reasonable to start wasting lives too. Alright, let's go see Seymour. Hold on just a little longer. You've faced worse than this, haven't you, Ambrose? You old bee. They need you. She needs you. Just open the effing door. Fight it, damn you. Don't let it take you now. Not yet. No, not like this. Please. Dr. King, is that you? How could I let this happen? After everything, all I had left to do. Dr. King? Dr. K. Ambrose? Ambrose, answer me. It's the nurse. After Dr. King's mysterious death? What? You travelled to the secluded town. So this isn't our main player character. Dr. King has died. Oh no. After Dr. King's mysterious death, you travel to the secluded town of Stagmarch after completing your medical studies in a distant city. Recently, Stagmarch has become afflicted with a curse that mutates its residents. It's up to you to decide who you save. So we're playing as a new character now. Dr. King. Maybe he was killed with this with this curse. Or maybe somebody killed him. Poisoned him perhaps, who knows? Ah. Dr. King is dead. How sad. It's good to see you, Doctor. How are you? Have you settled into your quarters? I have, thank you. Nervous, but eager to get started. I'm sure you're a fine doctor. You come highly recommended. Let me brief you on today's cases. Would that help? Certainly. We currently have 3 patients in house. Only 3? When I arrived last night, there were 4. Oh, one of them died. Things escalate quickly around here, Doctor. And with the first snow due in just 3 days' time, it'll only quicken. It's most unfortunate, but it's true. Okay. Tell me about Mr. Moore. Germain Moore. Germain's cough has kept him awake most of the night and has given him an unrelenting headache. So Germain's got a cough and a headache. Tell me about Miss Young. Mrs. Young struggles still with her arthritis. The inflammation is becoming unbearable. So she's got a arthritis, inflammation. Tell me about Mr. Walker. Morgan Walker is experiencing fatigue spells and severe jaw pain, though that's done little to deter them from talking incessantly. Anything more? Alright, well, I hope we can go over their afflictions. I think that's what the clipboard's for. It's good to know what ails them. Our patients, they've been developing steadily, and whilst our treatments can do a lot, miracles they are not. Patients require repeated treatments to see lasting improvement. Understood. How quickly can we administer? Each remedy must distill overnight. As such, we can only give 1 dose per day. It's vital to choose carefully. And there's one more concern, Doctor. Winter's on its way, sooner than we'd hoped. The first snow could come any minute. Once that hits, things become much more complicated in Stag March. We're racing against the clock, Doctor. Then I'll have to make every treatment count. Okay. We've got the symptoms, great. Deathly ill, persistent pain in jaw. Age 23. Morgan Walker. Arthritis in hands. 32 years old. Occupation tailor. Germain. Fainted in the woods. Dry cough, sudden headaches. 48. Occupation hunter. Well, hunters are very important. Morgan's a writer. Maybe we should go take a look at our... I'm too busy to read it. Maybe we should check in with our patients. Hello, Joanna Young. She's not afflicted with anything, I don't believe. Hello, Eliza. Oh, you're not Eliza. Is this the clinic? Why am I here? I've never been one for medicine. I can't say I'm comfortable being here. You must be Joanna Young, is that right? Yes, I am, but I'd like to know why I'm here. Eliza and I weren't really the kind of people to come to the clinic. I'm the doctor providing your care. Doctor, right, Dr. King's passing. I'm sorry for being so wary, but as I've said, I normally don't take medicine. It doesn't align with my religious practice. How well did you know Dr. King? I can't say I knew him very well, I'm afraid. Like I've said, I'm not someone to go to the clinic, but many have heard of his passing. Stag March is not that big. Do you remember... Could you tell me more about your job? Yeah, tell me more about your job, Joanna. I used to run the tailory with my wife. I think she is one of the patients. The tailor. With my wife, Eliza. But I now run it alone. We provide all sorts of things, from suits to frilly dresses. But our main apparel is winter clothing. Winter clothing will count, actually, because winter is coming. Winter is coming. Just none of the ice demons. Are you the only tailor in town? Yes, at this point in time. There used to be other clothing shops, but they went out of business. I'll keep the shop running as long as I'm alive. Why did the shops disappear? For any reason, really. Couldn't make enough to cover business fees, and not having enough materials to work with. I'm glad to have such a connection to the community to keep me going. You must have quite the workload. Especially without Eliza. I'm not sure how I'll manage everything in the winter. Yeah, but with prayer, anything is possible. What else can I help you with? Do you remember where you were before this? I can faintly remember trying to put up some clothes in the window, but my vision kept fading. Everything grew more distant. The next thing I know, I woke up here. It says in your intake one of the fishers hauled you in. I wouldn't know anything about that on the account of being passed out. You'll have to give them my thanks, though I don't leave my debts unpaid. You don't seem all that worried. I wouldn't say that, dear. While I'm not surprised, I've succumbed to some kind of sickness, much like my poor Eliza. I was never expecting to end up here. I'm not sure what it means. What means? Oh, you know, the root of all this misery. I've been praying to my altar every night, praying for some change, but here I am in this hospital. What else can I help you with? That's all for now, Joanna. Wait, before you go, I've been thinking about those flowers in the courtyard. Will you get them for me? Oh, you want some flowers? Of course. I'll keep you happy. Let's look at our clipboard again. Yeah, here you go, Joanna. She has arthritis in hands and acute inflammation. We'll see if we can get her the flowers. I'll talk to the other patients first. Let's keep our privacy. Morgan. You must be the new doctor. Maybe you'll prove useful to my research. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting to the bottom of figuring out this curse. I just need a little more facts. So you must be Morgan Walker. That would be me. Stag March's very best reporter. She's the writer. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to tell you though. My jaw's quite sore. Have you been experiencing the jaw pain for long? Not too long. It seems as if the symptoms have only started picking up recently. I'm known for talking, but I can't imagine it's due to that. Sickness is taking many in the town. Don't I know it? It only seems to be getting worse by day. We're on the cusp of winter, and I can only see it getting worse from here, unless we figure out what's really going on. What do you think's going on? I'm not sure, just something not right here, with the people that end up here. Perhaps Dr. King himself. How can I help you? Could you tell me more about the work you do here? I write the Stag March newsletter. I interview people in the town and spread their message widely. I also look into things where others wouldn't dare to tread. There is a lot of strange things here in Stag March. What's strange about the town? The place is just plain creepy. This weird disease going around and patients not making it back to society on top of that too. People are disheartened and don't know what to believe in. Are you trying to give people something to believe in? Something like that. If I can figure out what's really going on, maybe we'll see some actual change around here. We deserve that much. How can I help you? Can we talk about your treatment? Good. I've been mouthing off long enough. It's making my jaw sorer. So how bad is it? Jaw pain and fatigue, is that right? I fear you make it sound mild, Doctor. I haven't been able to finish gathering all my accounts. I feel I'm getting closer to the truth. It's been so difficult being in this stuffy place. Hard to talk to. If taking your fancy medicines is going to get me out of here sooner and back into the world, I'll gladly take them. I'll take you for your word. Let me know when the medicine is ready. I'll come back later. So she's deathly ill, persistent pain in jaw with fatigue, and she's the writer. Joanna is delusionous. Fainted in woods. So I don't know whether it's useful to go for the more afflicted. You know, if somebody's like on the verge of dying, whether to go for them first, or whether to go for who I might deem to be more useful in the town, you know, from their professions. We'll wait and see. Okay, nobody in here. A statue of the late Dr. King. Can we go up the stairs? Some more rooms. Locked. Locked. More of his papers scattered around. Here we go. Germain. Oh great, sending in another nurse to old Germain. You think I'd be treated better for the work I've done? Can't even give me the dignity of telling me this disease is incurable. You're Germain Moore, I take it? What tipped you off? The fact I said my name is Germain, or that I have the most recognisable mug this side of Stag March? Either way, you lot are really starting to wear my patience thin. I'm the doctor that'll be overseeing your treatment, Mr. Moore. Doctor, right. I was used to seeing Dr. King around here. Apologies. 1,000 pardons. I haven't been feeling in my right mind since I've been here. This cough is something awful. Could you elaborate on your cough? It feels like they're ripping through my chest. I keep spitting up this thick liquid. Oh dear. I haven't experienced anything like this before, but it's right terrible. That does sound terrible. I'll try to clear up that cough. I'll need a little more than trying. I still have a lot of work to do. What else do you have to say? What work do you do? You don't know? I'm the only hunter in this town. I keep everyone fed, although I haven't been able to do that lately on the account of the dizzying head pain and coughing fits. It scares off the animals. How is the town's current food supply? Folks will get while I'm here, if that's what you're worrying about. But since I wasn't able to go on my normal hunt this week, it won't last forever. I see food very important. What would happen if you didn't recover? Well, if that were to happen, I'd imagine many would starve over the course of the winter. Are there no emergency rations? Sure there are, but they're not meant to last an entire winter season. It'll help, but the meat I'm able to supply keeps everyone going till the spring. What else do you have to say? Can we talk about your treatment? About bleeding time. All this talking and I think my throat might just close up. Give me your worst. You have a cough and headache? Right, on the frog skin. It's been making it difficult to hunt. The town's meat supply will go to ruins if I don't get better soon. Not to mention, who will be keeping all the kids fed? So do you have the medicine ready? Not yet. Come back when you have medicine for me. Okay. So we've got a bit of consideration to do. Let's go back to my quarters. Just check the room a bit. So we need to think about who we want to treat. So Morgan's deathly ill, but I don't know if I consider the writer to be the most important profession right now, but I don't know whether to go for somebody who's deathly ill. See, if I focus on Morgan for tonight, I don't want, Jermaine to die all of a sudden, because it says fainted in woods. That his affliction might be quite bad. Because obviously this is set in olden times, so afflictions will hurt people more severely. And he has a dry cough and sudden headaches. Also, Joanna, she provides clothing for winter. So you know what? I think I'll try and focus on Jermaine, see what happens. A dry cough and sudden headaches. Let's take a peek. So dry cough and headaches. So time. This says it soothes viral infection. And it's pain relief. Feverfew, good for headaches and arthritis. mint for sleeping. Mint's also good for sore throats, but not necessarily the cough. Ginger for pains in the chest. Rash. So I think we need to go with thyme. I think that's right. This is sore throat, not coughing specifically. Yeah, so I think for Jermaine, was that his name? We need to get some thyme for the cough, as it mentions here. The viral infection, the cough, and the headaches. Thyme and fever few. Cough, headaches, yeah. Thyme and fever few. Let's go see if we can go pick that up. Ah, flowers for Joanna. Let's get that. Fever few. Yarrow. I do love the level design. Ginger. Mint. Thyme. Fever few and thyme, that's what we needed. Yeah, so we're going to have some hard choices in this game. Our patients are eventually going to start dying on us. It'll be very sad. Okay, I'm trying to do this. Can we not? Can't put the time in. There we go. All right, let's go give this to our patient. I'll go see Joanna first. I'll give Joanna her flowers. I want her to feel comfortable. Here you go, Joanna. I hope to make you happy. These flowers remind me of the kind Eliza used to bring me. She brought such light into my life. It's been hard figuring out how to navigate it all without her. Stag March used to be a very different place before this curse came in. It used to be a bit more lively. Smiling faces all around. There was even more travel through the woods, as long as you stayed on the trail. More through the travel. Eliza and I were able to make the finest garments for travellers taking a night's rest in Stag March, even prayed with a few of them. It felt like I was opening up doors for them, giving them a taste of life they couldn't see. Those were the days. This curse has been doing more than infecting the body. It dampens the spirit. There's a force not being appeased and it's growing out of control. Doctor, will you pray with me? Yeah, I'll pray with her because I want to keep her comfortable and make her happy. and I want her to pull through. I'd be happy to. Thank you, Doctor. You know all these things happen for a reason, right? We are going to make up for all their wrongdoings, set things right. Let's pray now. From the forest it rose, bestowing upon us its tender flesh and blood. We feast with our Maker, and no peace be ahead. May we be graced to bathe in its forgiving glow. Yeah, I like doing nice things for my patient. Now let's go treat our patient. Jermaine, was it? Jermaine. Each patient gets their own little musical theme. That's nice. Do you have the medicine? Yes. Here it is. I already feel like I can think clearer, Doc. I'll be able to return to the woods in no time at this rate. Excellent. So Jermaine's been treated. And we can't treat our patients anymore because we can only make up one medicine per night. Can we go for a wander? I can't leave till I've talked to all the patients. Well, I already have, haven't I? So we talk to Morgan again. We have to tell them we can't treat them. You're going to regret this. There's things going on in this town you can't even fathom. I'm sorry, Morgan. I consider writing to be important, but hopefully she'll pull through. What can I help you with, dear? Can we talk about your treatment? I have a feeling I'm under some of the same stress Eliza had been plagued with. Inflammation and arthritis. I can barely pick up a needle now. I don't know how I'll be able to tend to the shop if I can't move my hands. I'm scared of this medicine too, Doctor. I prayed and prayed for Eliza, and when we risked the medicine, she still was unwell. I assure you this medicine will help you. I can't treat you today. Thank you, dear. It'll be okay, you'll see. Oh, she's very understanding. Ah, look, we can go outside now. Oh, that finishes for the day, right. Let's see. Sleep well? After yesterday, hardly. I was tossing and turning all night. It's a terrible position to be in, I know. But you must take care of yourself. I can fix you a tonic of your jujube seed and Logan fruit, where I'm from. We use them for calming the spirit enough to sleep. Those are curious ingredients. Where is home? Too peculiar, even for Stag March. Kind as the townsfolk are, I have to be careful about what I share of my home. These are tense times. Where is home? A village near the Pearl River Delta. Do you miss it? We're losing focus. I have already made my rounds this morning. I've checked in on all of our patients. I'm a bit suspicious of this nurse. Jermaine's coughed his throat completely raw. Jermaine's still coughing, right. Which has only worsened his headaches. And he developed a fever during the night. Oh no, Jermaine. The inflammation from the arthritis in Joanna's wrist has caused them to swell. She was just starting to tell me about the pains in her chest before she started vomiting. Oh dear. Despite their jaw pain worsening, Morgan's chattier than usual. Between this fever, The body aches and runny nose. It's clear they've developed a viral infection. You've had quite the morning. Be on your way, Doctor. Do what you can. Oh dear. So everybody's getting worse. Eliza has told me you were coming. I had been telling her I was worried about the state of the shop. I had plans for it, and I don't know if I can execute them. What kind of plans? Well, a makeover for one. The shop is getting on in age, and Eliza loved all the dark furnishings, but the colour gets drawn out in winter. Makes it look uninviting and drab. I think a new coat of paint will have it looking good as new. If only Eliza were around to see it. I know she'd fight me a bit, but I'd rather that than working on our own. A new coat of paint's not a bad idea. I agree. I don't want to see it as forgetting Eliza. I want to make our shop into the best thing it can be. For her, she deserves it. She loved that shop almost as much as she loved me. So many beautiful memories. Care to share one of those memories? I can still remember the time I sewed Eliza her very own dress. Actually, I recall we were talking about it. Ahem. Excuse me, where was I? Oh yes, the dress. I had taken her measurements and took note of her favourite colours. Spent a fortnight carefully sewing all the pieces together. My did her face light up when I finally left her crafting room to show her. Never seen someone so happy. I do miss her. She was lucky to have you, Joanna. I can't help but feel I was lucky to have her. If Eliza were here now, she'd be faring far better. No good in thinking like that. I'm still the one here after all. How can I help you? Tell me more about your religion. I wouldn't mind at all. Keeps me grounded in these hard times. Oh, and the good ones too. Eliza and I would pray together to keep our spirits up. Nowadays, I find myself praying to keep myself at ease. Do you use an altar? Oh, are you familiar? Why, yes, we do. I do, rather. I set up candles and flowers around a relic, speak words of hope towards it. Good fortunes. It's been hard praying in this room without it. Hard to remember what it looks like, but I can still faintly recall the aroma. Roses, they smell so sweet. Why, the candle and roses. Think of them as an offering, an exchange to a higher power to grant what we seek. It's a small token of appreciation to have, for example, good business or healing from sickness. I worry, however, that it might not have been enough. Well, Eliza, I had prayed so much for her, but maybe my offerings were too meagre. Don't you think medicine could have helped her? Maybe it could have, but there's no good in theorising. She's not here anymore. How can I help you? Can we talk about your treatment? I can't wait to get back to my own bed. Arthritis, nausea, and chest pain, correct? That's correct, Doctor, but I can't seem to recall whether or not medicine was given to me. I was so out of it all. I remember was asking for prayer. I know medicine is what you do here, but I'm afraid it conflicts with what I believe in. I'm making the best decision I can for your condition. Are you treating me today? I'll come back later. Yeah. So she has the arthritis in hands, nausea, dull chest pain. Germaine's worsened soreness of the throat. The cough has transitioned to soreness of the throat, high fever, and continuous headaches. Persistent pain jaw. Let's check in with our next patient. Hello, Morgan. Doctor, I can't talk so good at the moment. Feel like my jaw is just one more day away from closing. Shut entirely. Please, I'm aching all over. I can barely pen down my thoughts. What are you thinking of writing? I want to make a personal piece about this hospital. There's not many accounts of it aside from my word of mouth. The last time I've been here was when, well, my mother was ill. I'm finding this to be an enlightening time for me. I'm hoping it'll be a glowing review. You're pretty cheeky, Doctor. I'm not sure where my opinions lie. It's clear to me there's still little or less we know about this curse. I need a better assessment of the situation to truly feel at ease. What are your thoughts on the curse? Truth be told, I'm terrified. Everyone in this town knows what happened to Dr. King, or at least what we've been told. He was ripped to shreds. To think that anyone who falls ill could become something like that. I don't want that to happen to me or those I love. Do you think something else happened to Dr. King? I think potentially one of King's pet projects finally had enough of him, playing higher power, and took matters into their own hands. Or maybe the old man finally had enough of what he was doing himself. Couldn't dare to face the wrath of the town should they find out. Who knows though? We went there. Is there something that you need? Why are you pursuing all this information? It seems like no one else in town will, or has the means to. I'm taking it upon myself to do the sleuthing for them. Do you think you'll get the information you need? Yes, if you'll be vigilant and help me get it. I've been prattling on about it long enough that the answer lies with Dr. King. He certainly knows a lot. Maybe it's why his untimely passing came about. The answer lies in these notes, I'm sure of it. What do you think he knows? More than others? He's had the longest exposure to those suffering from the curse. I have no doubt in my mind he was treating every little note he could, trying to make sense of things. Why wouldn't he use his knowledge to treat people? Dr. King plays the good doctor, but who knows what that old man was thinking. He could have saw something in those patients no one else could. Decided to take matters into his own hands. I'm telling you, his note should make his purpose clear. Is there something else you need? Maybe we can reflect on the notes or bring them to Morgan. There was a few visitors asking about you. You'd be right about that. The nurse came by and delivered their messages to me. One of them was even King. How thoughtful of them to stop by, right? It seems like you were visited by a sibling. You'd be right, a sister in fact. Her and I haven't spoken much since I picked up the newspaper. Weren't too happy with me, took it personally when I decided I wanted no part in the family business. Figured she'd only see me on my deathbed. The paper is Walker's Inn, a decent place for travellers and those without harshing in the harsh winter. Oh, a place of residence, is it? Well, even taking folks whose homes can't withstand the weather. Problem is the seasons get real slow and Stag Marsh has never really been a tourist trap. Not like I don't mind helping people. I just think my sister had a better vision for the place, the family business. So why the newsletter? It was just me. It allowed me to connect with more people in different spaces. The inn was suffocating, especially when my mother said, "May her soul rest soundly," when she was still alive. She'd just been breathing down my neck. She didn't believe I was fit for another kind of work, but my newsletter does well. I think she'd be surprised. That's all I needed to know. Hold on, before you go, could you bring me the newspaper? I need to know what's happening in the town. The nurse won't give it to me, says I'll drive myself crazy. Sure, I can get you the paper. Alright, we'll bring Morgan the newspaper. Keep an eye out for that. Let's have a look. There we go. Let's go see our other patient. Oh, Jermaine, you're not doing very well, are you? My cough ain't as harsh, nor is my head pounding. Seems like your medicine is helping. All I can think about now is hunting. Ah, so he's doing better apparently. I was told your spouse stopped by. She wasn't able to visit me proper on the account of me still being afflicted, but the nurse came by and left her message with me. Just a bit fed up with the kids is all. What's been going on with your children? Apparently they'd been running around with my hunting tools. Don't be passing out in the woods. Due to me passing out in the woods, I wasn't able to put my kit away properly. Don't fret too much. The kids just want to emulate their pops. What makes you think you won't make it? No need to be naive with me, Doctor. I know what it means to be in this hospital. You should have seen the old doctor. He'd be working himself ragged, trying to take care of everyone. There's only so much medicine that can go around. Got to make smart decisions and the like treating me, for example. What do you need from me? Can we talk about your treatment? Just tell me what's wrong, Doctor. Sore throat, headache and fever, sound right? I'm grateful for the medicine you've provided me, but I know with further treatment I should be good as rain to leave in a matter of days. You know, as good as I do, how much this town needs me, they won't be fed otherwise. So I can carry on treating Jermaine so he can improve, or I can potentially look at one of the other patients. Oh dear. Trying to think who I want to focus on. Jermaine says he's improving. But I feel like it might be good to try and treat Joanna. Because I don't know if we're supposed to focus too much on one patient. Arthritis in hands, nausea, dull chest pain. Let's go here. Yeah, I might try and treat Joanna. Makes clothes for the winter. arthritis in hands, nausea, dull chest pain. Right, so feverfew. And ginger, pains in chest. I don't know if we can put more than 2 in the medicine crafting. So arthritis, nausea, dull chest pain. So feverfew. And ginger. Yeah, let's oh, I've forgotten already. My memory's being cracked today, hang on. Arthritis, nausea, dull chest pain. So feverfew. Feverfew and ginger. Ginger and feverfew. Here we go. Ah, can we leave? No, we can't. It's over here, the basement. Storage is empty. The town has needed so many supplies. Let's go treat our other patient. Oh, no, we're crafting, aren't we? There we go. Are you treating me today? Here's the medicine, Joanna. I know this is what you think I have to do to get better, but I fear this isn't right. It's for the best, my dear. Now we have to let the other patients know. Here's your paper, Morgan. No one effing listens to me. I work tirelessly to connect all these dots and threads, and people are still none the wiser to what's really going on. It's not just them, it's also the people. They put their full faith into Jermaine and Joanna. They're both not who they make themselves out to be. Well, what do you mean by that, Morgan? There's something I need to know, and I have a hunch he was researching it. I was trying to look through his office, but the nurse caught me and brought some papers upstairs. I have a feeling I'm close to understanding things, but I need your help. Ah, so maybe Morgan's the person to, you know, try and treat and get better, I suppose. Yeah, so she wants me to bring the doctor's notes from upstairs. Let's go see if we can grab some doctor's notes for Morgan. I think I saw them. That's what she wanted. for now. Let's go tell Jermaine that I can't treat him today. I can't treat you today. What? You're serious? I don't understand. The whole town will starve without my help. Consider what you're doing carefully. Those other two don't provide nearly as much as I do. Yeah, food is important. But so is clothing and information. Here we are. We need to be in private secrecy. Yeah, take a look. You didn't know either. All this build-up just for this man to not have the answers. So all these deaths were for nothing. Jermaine overreacts to the curse. Probably got in over his head. Did things he's not proud of for some false shred of hope. I saw him that night with Eliza, wild and frenzied, running out into the woods with a single sure gunshot. The gunshot blaring out for any outside to hear. Ah. No one saw Eliza again. Ah, what did Jermaine do to Eliza? Joanna preaches to these lost souls and ultimately does little to help those truly suffering. She assumes she knows what's right because she follows words written from before she was born. I remember coming across the tailor just some time after Eliza's passing, and the smell, no one could get in. Stag March is becoming a mad town. There has to be some middle ground or some way to actually progress. I'm sorry this didn't give any answers. Well, it wasn't completely useless. Confirms my suspicion that Dr. King was doing something with the turned patients. Take a look at these notes yourself. Something fell out. It's a key. I wonder where it leads. I guess you can have it. I wouldn't be able to find out where it goes with the nurse hovering over me. Ah. Can we talk about your treatment? Pain, viral infection and fever. I can't treat you today, Morgan, I'm sorry. If you give me one more chance, you'll not regret. Well, Morgan seems to be spilling the lid on something. There's a locked door, isn't there? Let's see if we can go through one of these locked doors. Is this it? Nah, this wasn't the place. Possibly up here. Ah, this was the room. Let's take a gander. What do we have? Proceed to inspect the monster. Ah. What is this doing here? After reading Dr. King's notes, I learned that I might be able to harvest from the monster's heart to make extra medicine for someone. Is it worth trying? Yes. Well, why don't we try it? If I harvest from it, I have to put the medicine to good use. Who would I treat with it? Well, Jermaine sounds like he's done something bad to Eliza. He sounds like he's not a good egg, but he provides food. Let's help Morgan, because she's spilling the lid on things, isn't she? Harvesting. Harvest the monster. Oh dear. Interesting. Where did you get this? It looks strange and it definitely smells. And you want me to take this? If you think it will cure me. I really don't know about that medicine you gave me. My stomach won't stop turning. I'm so... Oh no. I wonder if this is what the doctor had taken. Maybe that's what killed the doctor. Who knows? Be good if we could sit by the roasting open fire. Time to finish the day 3. Okay, well, I'm not sure if this saves, but we've got a couple of more days to go yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to end the part there, and I'm going to come back with a part 2, because I don't want this video to go on for too much longer. So yeah, I'm very much intrigued by the story. We've got I think day 5 to get to, so I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I'm very much enjoying it so far. It's not bad for a student project. Yeah, I'm going to come back very soon with a part 2. This was Triage. Hope you enjoyed it so far. I'll see you for the next one.